Hi everyone, this is Katherine Donovan. Today I want to do a topic, and no, this is not another Catherine the Fury, okay? Alright, this is going to be an anime topic, and it's called We Did Nothing Wrong Squad. Okay, you're probably wondering, why are these characters from each different animes are known as this? Okay, let's start off. It dates back to the first member of the We Didn't Do Anything Wrong squad, Ganta. Now we know about Ganta is he started off innocent as usual until the Red Man came, killed his classmates, he's framed for the murder, he suffers a living hell at a prison that's also an amusement park. And to top it all off, he has witnessed death. He discovers that the Red Man is actually his childhood friend, Shiro, who has a bit of a split personality to her because she had her own tragic past. Well, Ganta managed to defeat the other side of Shiro, and Shiro was placed in a coma, but by the end, she woke up. Ganta managed to live a happy life after the end of Dead Man Wonderland. I mean, he can't go through anything else more than that, right? But he was like the first member of the whole We Didn't Do Anything Wrong. And by first, I mean back around 2012, he was brought up. And you have to feel a little sorry for him. The next one we have is Eren Yeager. You all know this guy. You know his backstory. Titans attack. One of the Titans eat his mother. He suffers a lot and he goes through such many downfalls. He didn't do anything to deserve this. And he's suffering, the poor tortured soul. It's really, really tragic, isn't it? And here we have Ken Kaneki next on our list. And this guy, okay, when he was a child, things weren't that easy. His mother worked hard for the fact that his aunt was just a selfish, greedy person. And Kaneki's mom worked her butt off until she worked herself so hard that she died. I know you people must think, oh, that's so ridiculous. But no, it isn't. It isn't. She worked so hard, she didn't get any breaks. She was so exhausted and she just died. It's really sad. Oh, and to top it all off, Kaneki actually goes on a date with a girl. But the girl turns out to be a ghoul. He gets involved in a freak accident and now he's half human, half ghoul after a surgery. Then, all of a sudden, he goes through hardships. He refuses to fight until Jason, or better yet, Yamori, comes along, tortures him so badly that Kaneki's hair turns white from the trauma. He becomes a ruthless, badass person, but he still is broken on the inside after all he's been through. And he's no longer the weakling that he was. Now, don't get us wrong. Like, a type of person that is in a fight, but they refuse to fight. I know that sounds pathetic, but now it's kind of hard to feel bad for him after what he's seen. And now it takes only... You could push someone so far before they break. And that's what happened to Kaneki. Speaking of Kaneki, there's someone just as similar as him, but under different circumstances. Shinichi Izumi. Okay, the anime is totally different from the manga. And now people are comparing Shinichi to Peter Parker. Why? Okay, Shinichi just starts off as a normal high school student. Then he gets the parasite in his arm, and then all of a sudden, he's forced to fight other monsters known as parasites. He starts off a bit of a weakling. And what happens? Lo and behold, his mother is killed, and the parasite takes over her body, kill Shinichi, but thanks to Migi, Shinichi was brought back to life, but now, all of a sudden, he changes his appearance, and now he's become a lot better and stronger, but he still is broken on the inside, and doesn't want any more suffering. And we're going to continue more. We have Mikhaila Hyakuya, better known as Mika. Okay, he just started off as a cheerful young boy, sweet and innocent. What happens? His family is killed, and only Yu escapes. Sure, Yu and Mika are tortured people, but Mika suffered the most. How? Well, Mika pretty much... He lost his family. He thought maybe this would be a clever plan, but it wasn't. And he nearly died until the vampire queen Cruel Treps came along, turned him into a vampire, and now he has to drink blood, and he doesn't want to become a monster, and he refers to himself as either a leech or a bloodsucker. A worthless bloodsucker. And he really is starving for blood. Listen, before he became all this, he had really horrible parents that treated him like shit. And then all of a sudden, guess what happens next? He's now a vampire. But you pretty much told him you have to live for him and not die. And Yu's like, if you want to become a vampire, then you can, but just for me. Heck, Yu suffered the most. He became quite like Eren Yeager, sort of, in the context. I mean, hell, Attack on Titan and Zerv of the End are being compared to one another. Jeez. And also we have K, from the anime Ajin Demi-Human. Okay, he started off as a high schooler, but then as he was walking home from school, he gets hit by a car. But wait, he's alive. He came back to life. He's what people call a demi-human, an Ajin. And he didn't even know this. And now he's shocked to discover, and now he's being hunted down. Well, he got kidnapped, and he was wrapped in bandages and experimented upon. And now, well, people, he did not deserve this, okay? He didn't ask to be an Ajin, so why punish the freaking guy? Come on, give him a break. Give them all a freaking break already. Jeez. So that's what makes the whole "we didn't do anything wrong" squad. I know I left out a few others with tragic backstories and how they didn't deserve this, but I'm gonna focus on these because, come on guys. These are examples here. These guys did not do anything, but yet, somehow, for some reason, they're like a darker version of the Avengers. Or a darker version of the Justice League. Now you're probably wondering, why am I comparing that to these superhero legions? Well, here's the thing. The reason why is because anime has a lot of characters that have similar background stories. What the "we didn't do anything wrong" squad has in common is the tragic backstories they have, how they were given upon strange and yet dark powers, and now they are cursed. Well, at least that's what they think. Mostly Mika. But who knows? It's just so sad. And that's what makes it really popular. I mean, it's really upsetting what these people go through. And it's not just them. I mean, maybe we haven't come across monsters like titans or ghouls or anything, but we kind of can relate. I mean, we are forced to witness torture and tragedy upon us. And there's something that pushes us to the extreme, that causes us to mentally and emotionally break as a person. he would go so far to become a monster. As Armin once said, to fight all monsters, we have to become one ourselves. But listen, we never asked to be a monster. We only do it because, well, we were given this. Nobody ever had a choice, right? That's what they think. And they're going to use this in a positive manner. And perhaps use their darkest intentions to perhaps wreak havoc on those that wrong them. Now, ain't that something? And not just anime, but other media in general too. So yeah, I wanted to talk about that, but also we're going to continue with other medias that I begin to notice that didn't do anything wrong to deserve this. And yes, I'm going to mention a comic book Haroni and many others in media in general that I focused upon. And I was told these are really good choices. So anyway, I'm Katherine Donovan, and I'll see you next time.